And we are back, getting our Division II Fortnite Finals underway very, very soon. We are in lobby and about to go ahead and get started again between the Seed 1 Putnam City and the Seed 4 Union Redhawks.
Yeah, Union actually coming up from that relegation bracket, being able to make it to this finals, fantastic for them. And Putnam City showing a lot of dominance for a lot of this tournament. Can they keep it up and clinch this championship? Two walk in and one walks out. We'll figure out who it is together.
Yeah, and going to go ahead and get this one started. Union taking a little bit of this low ground here, gets a nice shot there onto the side of Putnam City, manages to take one out. The rest of Union still managing to keep up here in this game. Grabbing this high ground really quickly, the zone closing in onto Union right now.
Yeah, some very quick picks for Union, being able to get the advantage here as the high ground starts to collapse. The zone shifting as well. A lot of rotations needing to be made by both teams, and the collapse from players, and Union coming up with that very quick round one win. As we do get started with this next round. Putnam City looking to take the high ground very quickly over Union. Some contest. It looks like a knock on Union at the beginning here. A lot of chaos at this very beginning zone. Not a lot of shifting out into the open space like we've seen in a couple of these skirmishes. Another knock onto Union, going down to 2, with one falling on Putnam City side as well. A very good damage there from the Union player looking onto Putnam City, but is going to get knocked here. The trades going in Putnam City's favor in this round 2. Currently a 3v1. Can miracles happen this early into the series?
Yeah, very early takedown for the side of Putnam City. Union with only one player remaining here. Just looking to try to keep themselves alive. Maybe try to isolate these ones for these picks. Certainly not impossible, especially with this advantage on this high ground you have right now.
Yeah, looking for any sort of opportunity. Not going to be able to find it. Gravity tries to take them, but the bullets take them first, giving a round to Putnam City, evening up the score 1-1.
Yeah, now going into this next round, with the score even back up, Union looking pretty good at the beginning of this for coming in, being able to defeat that Jinx, very good Jinx team, and now play against the #1 seed that is Putnam City. Just looking to do what they can, getting a lot of damage in early for Putnam City, and that will be an early elimination and a knockdown onto Union. Putnam City making a lot of work happen right now. Now down to only one player with another knockdown happening. So far this round going off really quickly. Putnam just able to kind of snowball that one really quick. They do end up getting the res on this final player here for Putnam City, with only this one Union player remaining.
Yeah, and I feel like out of the get-go, Putnam City was able to wrap around Union and not really give them an avenue to start taking space as soon as it started. This last Union player looking for some opportunity, but with the Storm and 4 players converging, it's going to be impossible to win that round. Round 3, or game point 3, going to Putnam City.
Yeah, Putnam City doing a great job of winning those next 2 rounds in fashion right now. Putnam City just looking to try to take as much early game aggression as they can. A lot of their damage coming out pretty soon after those walls drop down. We see some damage go out on the side of Union, grabbing this high ground early. But Union just overwhelming them right now. Down to 7 HP, does end up getting knocked down. But 2 eliminations will happen on to the side of Putnam City. Right now, Union does have the advantage, and only one player left here on the side of Union.
Yeah, taking such an aggressive play, and it is going to earn Union actually the point. I thought Putnam City was going to win that round, but no, Union taking that aggressive play, being able to get a lot of trades off there, especially with the Storm collapsing. Putnam City not really able to respond and recuperate their resources fast enough. Once again, another battle for high ground. The towering race, that is the beginning of these.
Yeah,
Looks like Putnam City has a little bit of an advantage here, with Union getting a little caged in. Storm already moving back in.
Yeah, seeing that there is a player healing themselves up over there. A down on the side of Union. Putnam City managing to get one, going in for a nice play. Almost manages to get two by themselves, but does just take the one, maybe looking for the res. But unfortunately, that Storm just closing in really quickly isn't able to get there. Only 2 players left here for Union. Still 3 players up on the side of Putnam City. Gravity going to do some damage there, but still both players remaining alive. Still 3 up on the side of Putnam City, having that player advantage. Union having this low ground right now. Just kind of looking to clean this one up, continue with this Storm and not let damage come your way. Another elimination will go down onto the side of Union. Now a 3v1, just trying to get themselves out of this precarious situation, but unfortunately does end up falling to the side of Putnam City.
Yeah, Putnam City taking that point there. Union just collapsing near the tail end of that round. Not a bad opener, similar to the one that they did win right before that, but still just the trades tending to go Putnam City's way. Union definitely showing that they have some life in them, even though they walked in as the 4 seed, definitely the underdog in this matchup. But Putnam City getting this first knock very early, probably an elimination, going to kite away as well. Could potentially get the res here, probably not. A little worried about the Storm, and I feel like the Storm ring's been moving in even faster than the ones before, as another knock comes out for Union. Putnam City also losing one as well. Union going down to 1 player standing, and that is going to be the next point for Putnam City. I felt like that one, Putnam City switched up the tempo a little bit, was able to increase their pace, and it was not something Union was incredibly expecting at the time.
Yeah, now just kind of looking to bring this one back a little bit. They did start off ahead. We know Union can win these rounds. We've seen them do it a couple times already. Just have to be able to overcome this Putnam City aggression. Right now, Putnam City just doing a great job of playing together and continuing to get into that back line.
Playing it a little slower this time. Union's going to look for some value on this low ground. Going to get poked from the high. That is Putnam City. 3 Union players finding a Putnam City player on their own. Actually going to get a knock and escape. The Putnam City player will get their value and leave. Is going to be res though, but still getting out with their life. Very, very nice there from the Putnam City side. 4 up for Putnam City and now 1 remaining
here.
Yeah.
On Union side, and is going to clean that one up. 5-2 now here for Putnam City. Again, Union starting off this game really strong, but Putnam City showing that they are a force to be reckoned with, and they're going to have to work for this victory if Union wants to take this one.
Yeah, Putnam City with a 3-point winning streak currently, only 2 to secure this first game. But Union still showing a lot of opportunities here, trying to have a little bit of a skirmish directly out of spawn here. Definitely looking for the advantage on the building priority. Not quite getting it. Has the chase, is going to get a knock onto a Putnam City player, but lose a lot in response. Putnam City taking over that round.
Yeah, now on match point for the side of Putnam City. Putnam City taking these rounds really quickly so far. Just able to kind of start snowballing their momentum forward and be able to do a lot in this Union backline. Looks like Union's going to decide to opt for the low ground and take this skirmish early. Takes a lot of damage, tries to poke back onto Putnam City's side, but Putnam City still staying healthy. Still no knockdowns just yet. Union just kind of living on this low ground, trying to get their way inside the Storm here. Does end up taking out one from Putnam City while keeping all 4 of themselves alive. Right now just looking to get inside and get their positioning up, not necessarily looking for the picks right now. End up losing 2 players there to the side of Putnam City. Now a 3v2 here for the side of Union. An elimination does go out. Another down on the side of Union. Only 1 player remaining in a fantastic shot that's going to clean up this first game quickly for Putnam City.
Yeah, definitely some interesting plays out of Union, especially early, being able to almost catch Putnam City out on the back foot, but being able to adjust quickly, and quickly was their adjustment. I felt like Putnam City a lot of that time was able to cage in wherever Union decided to go on those rotations and force them to play into Putnam City's hand. Really good play by Putnam City, understanding the map awareness, understanding how much zone control they were allowed to have, as well as high ground control.
Yeah, now we're going to have to see how Union adapts in that second game. We saw Union come out strong at the beginning of that, able to get a lead at the very beginning. So they definitely know that they can beat this Putnam City team. It's just how. How do they adapt to what Putnam City's been doing? What has Putnam City been doing that has been causing Union so much early pressure, and how can Union play around that?
I think the pre-fight positioning by Putnam City is really strong, and also Putnam City's ability to collapse quickly on these duels and make them into no longer duels. Very smart play by Putnam City, and good team coordination by the team entirely, being able to communicate and understand where your players are and be able to help one another out.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see how they decide to change that around in this game. About to go into the second match. Again, like we said, Putnam City just liking to play these games fast and early. And I think if Union can just let it go longer, I think that's where they work best. So I think if Union can just figure out how to keep themselves alive and get a positioning advantage over Putnam City, I think they can certainly win these rounds.
Yeah, we'll have to see what those adjustments happen and exactly what the plays they decide to make are as we do get into this game 2, Union versus Putnam City. Putnam City taking game 1, of course. A lot of quick damage there for Union, playing a lot more aggressive this round, especially on this low ground. And honestly, I think it may have been Putnam City's aggression that punished them a little bit with the amount of poke damage that came out, as both teams look to reset a little bit, trying to figure out positioning of these players. Not 100% sure where all the Union players are. Union is going to be able to get a knock here and live with such low HP. Really big play there, giving it a quick advantage to Union here, as Union and Putnam City still fighting for this high ground, looking to bridge across into zone control as the chip comes across on the construction, looking for an opportunity, anything, as the zone control starts to shorten. With the zone moving so fast, people are already fighting in the storm, trying to get anything cleared up that they can. Still an advantage for Union, though, and actually a complete win for Union.
Yeah, Union able to take that first round in stride. They started last game ahead as well, so I think if they can just snowball this victory and not let Putnam City push forward and be able to bring these rounds back, then they can certainly take this victory here.
Yeah, for sure.
And now gonna decide to take this low ground, maybe look for this building destruction that we saw earlier. 1 pick goes out onto the side of Putnam City, but 2 come in response to Union. Now with the player advantage, Putnam City just looking to try to snowball the rest of this and finish off these last 2 Union players, whereas Union is kind of just looking to keep themselves alive, try to find these ones and get those picks that they need to bring this one back to even. Does end up coming into a fight, but does get taken down. Putnam City doing a great job of just playing together right now. Only 1 player remaining, does end up getting taken out. Putnam City evening this one back up.
Yeah, very similar to the game 1 that we watched, Jackson, where Union gets the first point, but Putnam City able to tie it back up. Really maintaining that calmness, the control of the map, understanding that there's 7 points to give and being able to climb immediately back into it, as we do see this one happening again. Another fast skirmish, a quick knock for Union, looking for the res, but it's going to be pressured by a lot of players on Putnam City. No one wanting that res to get off. So much pressure on this direct wall. Maybe it can be a complete collapse, but there's going to be another knock on the side of Union. 2 down for Union. Putnam City still up with 4. Really great fight there for Putnam City.
Yeah, now only 2 players remaining left for Union, one of them being such low HP as well. They do have the height advantage, however. Unfortunately, those builds going to start collapsing on them, have to make their way down to ground floor. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get the builds that they wanted. Only 1 player remaining here for Union. Putnam City just looking to clean this one up. Does have a little bit of a high ground advantage on a couple of these Putnam City players if they can just isolate these ones, force out Putnam City to split from each other, keep their life up, but unfortunately that SMG going to put in a lot of work here for Putnam City, starting them off with the lead.
Yeah, these really fast duels from Putnam City, throwing Union off a little bit, not completely set in positions and not being able to trade as well in damage and just destruction of the buildings. Looks to really want to engage on high ground here. Putnam City going to get a decent amount of chip into Union. And already the pressure has happened. A lot of poke coming out from Putnam City here. Really just trying to run down single players. It looks almost as duos and try and pressure out that way. Great damage on the side, really both sides, chipping down both players. 2 knocks for the side of Union, 3 knocks. Something's got to happen miraculous for Union to be able to win this round. Putnam City with a huge advantage here as the storm does start shifting. That means the players will start shifting too. One does fall to gravity, another one falling to gravity. Looking for Putnam City to close out this round. Still one more left for Union. Looking for an opportunity, but forced out into the storm as well, and that's going to be another win for Putnam City.
Putnam City doing a great job of snowballing these rounds so far, just trying to keep the advantage in their favor, trying to get those early picks, and usually whoever follows up with this early pick is usually the one that ends up snowballing the rest of the round. And I think that's kind of what both teams are looking for, is to just not get picked off early and try to find those early picks, especially with these build advantages, trying to get up as well as follow the storm around. But the early pick will go in Putnam City's favor. One does go down, but they do manage to get a trade onto 2. So many downs happening right now. Just a big skirmish kind of in the middle right here. Only 1 player left for Union and 2 left here for Putnam. They will go ahead and get a revive, so it now is a 3v1 on Union. Putnam City doing a great job of keeping their team alive and getting the reses that they need, and unfortunately does get overwhelmed. Putnam City will go ahead and take another round. Only 3 left until they take the second game.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I see is that Putnam City is really collapsing on whatever fight they take, and I think that's something that you can admire about those teammates, that even if it's not a fight they agree with, they're all trying to fight together, where Union is a little more spread, looking for these separate angles and looking to get a jump on a player, like we see right here. Huge damage coming out from the Union player onto Putnam City, being able to get that early elimination, but 2 knocks the other way from the rest of the team fight, looking to sustain here, trying to find anything, another opening possibly on the side of Union. But Putnam City is going to roll around like this meatball and try and find something to just roll over and eliminate.
It kind of stuck in a 2v2 now, just looking to find the elimination. Such low HP here for Union. Both Putnam City players looking good so far. Just try to get this build advantage, get as much high ground as fast as they possibly can right now, and get this build advantage. Does try for a bit of a shotgun play there, doesn't quite follow it up. Union does end up losing a player now in this 2v1 scenario. Certainly a winnable position here, but does look good here for Putnam City as well. Tries to isolate this first shot, does get a lot of damage done, but unfortunately Putnam's teammate just right there able to clean that one up. 5-1 for Putnam City.
Yeah, once again, Putnam City playing really, really great together, being able to get these trades, and a lot of damage there. That's where when we talk about this chip and this poke, how impactful it is, that turns an elimination to a sustain, and that's really important for the side of Putnam City to be able to trade out there effectively.
Yeah, and an early 3 downs here onto Union. Putnam City doing a great job with that early aggression that they are so accustomed to, able to get in so much damage. Union just trying to clean this up and get some advantages going their way. But right now, Putnam City just doing a fantastic job of just keeping these games rolling in their favor. Now already with match point in the second game.
Yeah, if I was Union, I'd really want to be able to just sustain out of the initial fight really early and try and re-engage once you have a little bit more awareness of your positioning. And if you are trying to play this spread attack, let those angles develop and find an opportunity for it. As we see so much poke coming out on the side of Putnam City, actually going to get a knock here onto the ground. Originally for Union, some shots going back and forth on both sides. Another knock for Union. Coming out, Putnam City advantage 4-2. Again, this is match point for Putnam City, so if they do win it, they will win game 2.
Yeah, Putnam City with 3 players remaining to Union's 2. Don't think the res is going to be able to go off. They're certainly going to try here, but just doesn't get there in time. That storm proving to be a little rough, especially once you take these knockdowns. It usually results in an elimination. Just unfortunately not able to make anything happen. Putnam City getting another fantastic shot there onto Union. This last player here remaining, going to try to keep this second game alive here for Putnam City, but unfortunately will fall to the hands of Putnam City. Another great game from the side of Putnam City. Almost feels like they can't be stopped.
Yeah, you're seeing a dominant team that's playing on fire right now, and it's a brutal combination for anyone to play into. Being able to coordinate and understand where all of your value is coming from and how to win these trades just by playing together constantly. It's like having a spirit version of yourself and understanding every move that person makes. It's really strong in a team environment.
Yeah, they're able to get some nice reads on the enemy team as well as just keep their build positioning up. Putnam City also doing a great job of just reacting quickly and is just able to adapt to kind of what the enemy team is doing so quickly.
Yeah, I feel like those adjustments, but again, both times Union able to come out and win the first round, but in that second game, the only round that Union actually won was that first one. So definitely great adjustments on the side of Putnam City. Maybe Union needs to take a look back at themselves and try and see where they can punish Putnam City for the way that they are playing.
Yeah, now quickly getting into this next game, I think Union just kind of looking, they know that they can win these earlies. I think they just have to think about what is causing them to win these early rounds and continue to do that throughout the rest of it. Maybe change up your plays every round. Maybe continue changing what you kind of want to do, where you want to play, how you want to play, just to kind of mix up Putnam City, make them have to think about what you're doing versus running your same strategy every round.
Yeah, and we will see what those adjustments are as we are getting into lobby here. Again, Putnam City 1 win away from claiming the championship of the OESL Fortnite division, while Union on the brink of defeat, backs against the wall. If there's anything that you wanted to show off, it's now.
Yeah, and we've seen that they can do it before. They were able to take out Jinx in that relegation tournament, having lost to them before, but we know they can win these. We'll just have to see how they fare in this third game against Putnam City, having to make a reverse sweep if they want to bring this one back. Again, these rounds are win by 2, so if Union does end up getting neck and neck with Putnam City, they do have the chance to bring it into overtime and keep it going. But right now, going to grab some early aggression here for Union. Putnam City getting an early knockdown onto the side of Union, just able to get up there just a little bit faster. Another knockdown goes out. Only 2 players remaining here for Union. A knockdown does go onto the side of Putnam City, now in a 3v2 here. Still looking okay for Union right now. They can definitely have the ability to bring this one back. They do have this height advantage as well, just kind of looking for something. A down does unfortunately go out. Tries to get this pick, gets a lot of damage, but just isn't able to clean it up. Putnam City starting with the round 1.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm talking about there. You see that duel that's actually going in the favor of Union at the beginning of the fight with the huge chunk on the first shotgun shot, but then immediately another Putnam City player falls into the box thinking it was a 1v1. All of a sudden, you're in a team fight by yourself, exactly what Putnam City wants to see and exactly what Union doesn't want to see.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see how this one goes, but the early pick does go into Union's favor, does end up getting traded out. But another trade after trade happening right now, stuck in a 2v2. Union having the best chance right now that they've had in these past couple rounds. Having this high ground as well. Trying to spray down, maybe get an aggressive shotgun shot. The build does end up coming out. Tries to take the damage. Unfortunately, the box priority going into Putnam City's favor, and that will cause a round win for them, now 2-0.
Yeah, much closer round there for Union. Maybe they're starting to figure out exactly what Putnam City wants to do in the early game, and if they can elongate it to the late game, I really like their odds in those situations where it comes down to a battle of 1v1s and mechanics.
Yeah, and an early knockdown there onto Union, but one gets traded back onto Putnam City. Now in a 3v3, another knockdown goes down, and another one onto Putnam City. Now down in a 2v2 yet again. The aggression from these teams is just something we haven't seen all day. I think these are the fastest rounds that we've seen so far.
Well, you know, that's the power of a LAN tournament. Whenever there's a lot of people here, there's attrition, you're here for a long time, it just makes it where sometimes your patience is a little slower, and we do actually see another round loss. Putnam City cleaning up that one as well, but again, another very close round. And again, these players have been playing a long time, Jackson, and it's been a long season. You see it, it's right there, the ending of the story. Sometimes you want to skip a couple pages and figure out exactly what that last line is.
Yeah, and we'll see how that fares for them. Another two early knocks going off, a 3v3 now. One Putnam City player down, one Union player down. Now in this 3v3 scenario, another player going down for the side of Putnam City. Actually looking in an okay spot right now for Union. Just looking to grab these last two players. They are up a player right now in a 3v2. Now only one player left here on Putnam City's side. Does end up getting one knocked down. Now in this 2v1, may be able to get a revive, but doesn't quite get there. Putnam City able to clean that up 4-0.
Yeah, really fantastic play there from Putnam City. One of the things you don't really expect in a situation like that, but you have to pay attention to the situation and how much HP is left on all of those players, because yes, it was a 3v1, but there's maybe 30 HP on two of your players left. Definitely easy for a player to turn it around, and Putnam City was able to do exactly that.
Yeah, and two early knockdowns on the side of Union, one going onto Putnam City. Only one player left here for Union. These aggressive picks going in their favor also get the revive on their teammate. Now with only one player standing, going to quickly wrap that one up. Putnam City just doing a great job of keeping this snowball rolling.
Yeah, and it's hard to stop that snowball if you're the side of Union. Just need to look for the little wins, like 1 point, to be able to say, okay, we have a doorstop now, and this is where we can turn it around. But you have to get there first. You need someone to make a big play, being able to get a lot of poke out actually here initially from the side of Union. A lot of poke on a bunch of different players just from developing those angles really good. A knock does come down on the side of Union, as well as two. Suddenly in a 4v2 for Putnam City, this snowball has decided to keep rolling as a third knock comes down for Union or for Putnam City as well. One player on Union left standing.
Yeah, now have to make something happen here. Quickly does end up getting taken out. Putnam City doing a fantastic job so far in this game. Only one remaining to be able to take a flawless Game 3 and take the 3-0 tournament victory.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of honor to be played here for as well here. Putnam City, you know, they're ready to be able to try and hoist that trophy, but Union will do anything to try and stop them at this point. A lot of poke coming down, a knock from Union on that side, another one in this. Putnam City has been playing a lights out with two initial picks at the very beginning of this, already a 4v2, and so much damage coming out too on the side of Putnam City, and that will do it.